been blown out of a boat have been executed after the fact.
Your president is watching. America is watching. I don't care if your Marine has a sucking chest wound. He will not traipse around on the deck with the shirt tails hanging out.
But today, at my direction, every member of the Joint Force at every rank is required to take a PT test twice a year.
Bullshit. It looks to me like the best part of you ran down to cracking your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress. I think you've been cheated.
As well as meet height and weight requirements twice a year. Every year of service. Also today, at my direction, every warrior across our Joint Force is required to do PT every duty day. Should be common sense. I mean, most units do that already. But we're codifying it. And we're not talking like hot yoga and stretching. Real hard PT, either as a unit or as an individual. At every level, from the Joint Chiefs to everyone in this room to the youngest private, leaders set the standard. And so many of you do this already. Active, Guard, and Reserve.
5. Not 2. Kelly McEnany, who said there was 0? Fuck you.
Your mustache hairs is in violations. Growing beyond the corner of your mouth. You look like a bum. Police that mustache!
This also means grooming standards. No more beards.
None of you ladies moping and crying. Mustaches got to go now. Hey, turn. Scrape that hippie shit off your lip.
Long hair, superficial individual expression. We're gonna cut our hair, shave our beards, and adhere to standards. And that's why today, at my direction, the era of unprofessional appearance is over. No more beardos. The era of rampant and ridiculous shaving profiles is done.
Beyond your mouth areas, you are unsightly, unsanitary, and in violations.
On the topic of standards, allow me a few words to talk about toxic leaders. Upholding and demanding high standards is not toxic.
What's code red?
Sir, code red is a disciplinary engagement.
What's that mean exactly?
Sir, a Marine falls out of line. It's up to the men in his unit to get him back on track.
What's a garden variety code red?
Sir, a Marine refuses to bathe on a regular basis. The men in his squad would give him a GI shower.
What's that?
Scrub brushes, Brillo pads, steel wool.
Beautiful. You mocking the grooming standards, Stafford?
Nah, Sergeant Major.
I ask you to help me. Please, sir, I just need to be transferred out of RSC. Sincerely, PFC William T. Santiago, U.S. Marine Corps. P.S. In exchange for my transfer off the base, I'm willing to provide you with information about
an illegal fence line shooting that occurred the night of August the 2nd. Who the fuck is PFC William T. Santiago?
Enforcing high standards, not toxic leadership.
This kid broke the chain of command and ratted on a member of his unit, to say nothing of the fact that he is a U.S. Marine, and it would appear he can't run from here to there without collapsing from heat exhaustion.
Lots can go wrong out here. Like a bakery, cold cow, like a pussy. But the one thing these men can count on is a grooming standard. I believe it always ought to be there for.
Department of War is not toxic. Real toxic leadership is promoting people based on immutable characteristics or quotas.
You snotty little bastard.
Real toxic leadership is promoting destructive ideologies that are an anathema to the Constitution and the laws of nature and nature's God, as Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Independence. And we're correcting that. That's why today, at my direction, we're undertaking a full review of the department's definitions of so-called toxic leadership, bullying, and hazing, to empower leaders to enforce standards without fear of retribution or second guessing.
Yes, sir. Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sir, yes, sir. Bullshit, I still can't hear you. Sounds off like you've got a pair. Sir, yes, sir.
Cut these guys loose!
But words like bullying and hazing and toxic, they've been weaponized and bastardized inside our formations, undercutting commanders and NCOs.
Did you order the code red?
No more.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
And if that makes me toxic, then so be it.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You You, Lieutenant Weinberg?
Other standards have been manipulated to hit racial quotas as well, which is just as unacceptable. This too must end.
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know.
The change due to a softening, weakening, or gender-based pursuit of other priorities.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. Truly physically capable of doing what is necessary under fire. We are attacking and ending the walking on eggshells and zero defect command culture.
We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline.
A risk-averse culture means officers execute not to lose instead of to win.
I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it.
Mr. Potato Head, at your 6. Closing fast.
A risk-averse culture means NCOs are not empowered to enforce standards.
You mocking me?
A blemish-free record is what peacetime leaders covet the most, which is the worst of all incentives.
I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
We, as senior leaders, need to end the poisonous culture of risk aversion and empower our NCOs at all levels to enforce standards.
Father's room of standards.
You read me? Sergeant Patrick!
You has the old dark hunter down, fuck yourself.
Truth be told, for the most part, we don't need new standards. We just need to reestablish a culture where enforcing standards is possible.
Now, Mr. Potato Head over here is lighting out pep.
Well, we all got jobs to do.
And that's why today, at my direction, I'm issuing new policy.
What the fuck are we doing? This guy's a fucking moron.
I call it the no more walking on eggshells policy.
Eggs!
We are liberating commanders, and NCOs, we are liberating you.
Sixth's job is to be an asshole. And he excels at the position.
He's an idiot. He's a douche bag.
There we go.
What's up, guys? Pete Hegseth, Department of War. We've got the narco-terrorists on the run, and we're gonna take them out.
Yeah!
An inspector general process, the IG, that has been weaponized. Putting complainers,
And the last thing I remember is hitting the deck.
ideologues, and poor performers in the driver's seat.
Pete Hegseth is a fucking douche.
On Memorial Day 2014, at a CVA event in Virginia, you needed to be carried out of the event for being intoxicated.
Pete Hegseth is a fucking douche.
Senator Anonymous Smears.
I was brought to the hospital where I was told I just had heat exhaustion.
Just true or false? Very simple. Summer of 2014 in Cleveland, drunk in public with the CVA team.
Anonymous Smears.
Acting like a tough guy, posting it around the world. Making lots of content like a little teenage girl.
Well, apparently he's not very happy down here at Shangri-La because he's written letters to everybody but Santa Claus asking for a transfer.
I'm just asking for true or false questions, true or false answers. An event in North Carolina, drunk in front of 3 young female staff members after you had instituted a no alcohol policy and then reversed it. True or false?
Anonymous Smears.
And now he's telling tales about a fence line shooting.
December of 2014 at the CVA Christmas party at the Grand Hyatt at Washington, D.C., you were noticeably intoxicated and had to be carried up to your room. Is that true or false?
Anonymous Smears. No more frivolous complaints.
I ask you to help me.
Time, a CVA staffer stated that you passed out in the back of a party bus. Is that true or false?
Anonymous Smears.
Pete Hegseth's a fucking douche.
No more anonymous complaints.
In 2014, while in Louisiana on official business for CVA, did you take your staff, including young female staff members, to a strip club?
Absolutely not. Anonymous smears.
Not only that, but word of this letter is bound to get out. He's going to get his ass whipped.
No more repeat complainants.
I'm not going to get into the accusations that come from Fox News. I know you have some of your Fox News colleagues here. There were multiple instances of accusations against you.
P.S. In exchange for my transfer off the base, I'm willing to provide you with information about
illegal fence line shooting.
No more smearing reputations.
About drinking on the job.
All anonymous, all false, all refuted. There's no more endless waiting. No.
You blame an anonymous smear campaign, even when many of these claims are not anonymous. Which is it? Have you overcome personal issues, or are you the target of a smear campaign? It can't be both.
More legal limbo, no more sidetracking careers, no more walking on eggshells.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
But telling someone to shave or get a haircut or to get in shape or to fix their uniform or to show up on time or to work hard, that's exactly the kind of discrimination we want. We are not civilians, so we as a department need to stop acting and thinking like civilians and get back to basics and put the power back in the hands of commanders and NCOs.
This guy might not be woke, but you bet your ass on Trump, he does choke. Well, probably not actually. He probably has a deadened, gag reflex?
Commanders and NCOs who enforce standards and ensure readiness. Commanders and NCOs who in this War Department have to look in the mirror and have to pass the golden rule test. These directives are designed to take the monkey off your back and put you, the leadership, back in the driver's seat. Move out with urgency because we have your back. We know mistakes will be made. It's the nature of leadership.
Make no mistake, there will be no fuck-ups!
But you should not pay for earnest mistakes for your entire career. We're making changes to the retention of adverse information on personnel records, and our mistakes should not define an entire career. Otherwise, we only try not to make mistakes, and that's not the business we're in. We need risk takers and aggressive leaders. As you have seen, and the media has obsessed over, I have fired a number of senior officers since taking over. The previous chairman, other members of the Joint Chiefs, combatant commanders, and other commanders. The rationale for me has been straightforward. It's nearly impossible to change a culture with the same people who helped create or even benefited from that culture.
I guess that's part of the warrior ethos.
When in doubt, assess the situation, follow your gut, and if it's the best for the military, make a change. As foolish and reckless as the woke department was, those officers were following elected political leadership. An entire generation of generals and admirals were told that they must parrot the insane fallacy that, quote, our diversity is our strength.
This motherfucker put a damn makeup studio in the Pentagon. You know, man shit. Of course, J.D. Vance wears fucking eyeliner. What do you think? Think I look good with eyeliner? I don't know. What the fuck are we talking about?
Of course, we know our unity is our strength. They had to put out dizzying DEI and LGBTQI+ statements. They were told females and males are the same thing, or that males who think they're females is totally normal. They were told that we need a green fleet and electric tanks. They were told to kick out Americans who refuse an emergency vaccine. They followed civilian policies set by foolish and reckless political leaders.
Always sympathetic.
My job has been to determine which leaders simply did what they must to answer the prerogatives of civilian leadership, and which leaders are truly invested in the woke department, and therefore incapable of embracing the War Department. That's it. It's that simple. The new compass heading is clear. Out with the Shirellis, the Mackenzies, and the Millies, and in with the Stockdales, the Schwarzkopfs, and the Pattons.
Listen to this wannabe.
But if the words I'm speaking today are making your heart sink, then you should do the honorable thing and resign. We need you locked in on the M. Not the D, the E, or the I, not the DEI or the DIE of dime. By that I mean the M. military of the instruments of national power. No more distractions, no more political ideologies, no more debris.
He plays a role on Fox. He plays the role on Twitter. He plays the role on Instagram. And Trump thought, that's my boy. Right out of Central Casting.
Anonymous, online, or keyboard complaining is not worthy of a warrior. It's cowardice, masquerading as conscience. Less PowerPoint briefings and fewer online courses, more time in the motor pool, and more time on the range. The leaders who created the woke department have already driven out too many hard chargers. Scary, tough, and disciplined. We're empowering drill sergeants to instill healthy fear in new recruits, ensuring that future warfighters are forged. Yes, they can shark attack, they can toss bunks, they can swear, and yes, they can put their hands on recruits. They can use tried and true methods to motivate new recruits, to make them the warriors they need to be. Back to basics at basic as well. No more politically correct and overbearing rules of engagement. Just common sense, maximum lethality, and authority for warfighters.
He's a drunk piece of shit that beats his wife. And occasionally rapes girls in fucking hotel rooms. Or is that just the one time? I guess you get a mulligan on that. This is MAGA. How many rapes are you allowed? It's at least one. Clearly.
That's all I ever wanted as a platoon leader. And it's all my E6 squad leaders ever wanted, back to that E6 rule. We let our leaders fight their formations, and then we have their back. You kill people and break things for a living. You are not politically correct and don't necessarily belong always in polite society. You are different. We fight not because we hate what's in front of us. We fight because we love what's behind us. You see, the Ivy League faculty lounges will never understand us, and that's okay, because they could never do what you do. The media will mischaracterize us, and that's okay, because deep down they know the reason they can do what they do is you. Lethality is our calling card. A few weeks ago, at our monthly Pentagon Christian prayer service, I recited a commander's prayer. It's a simple yet meaningful prayer for wisdom for commanders and leaders. I encourage you to look it up if you've never seen it. But the prayer, it ends like this. And most of all, Lord, please keep my soldiers safe. Lead them, guide them, protect them, watch over them. And as you gave all of yourself for me, help me give all of myself for them. And amen.
Of course, I guess we're not even sure what defines rape anymore. According to Megyn Kelly, it's not really pedophilia. It's not really statutory rape. They weren't into little girls. They were into the, quote, barely legal types. You know, 15-year-olds. I think the only place that 15-year-olds are barely legal is Arkansas and Mississippi. Florida? Maybe. That's not a good list.
Move out and draw fire. Because we are the War Department. Godspeed.
Room! Attention!
I think Pakistan and Iran are also on those lists. Of course. That's exactly the kind of people Trump likes. Dictatorships. Deals to be made, money to be passed around to Jared.
You know what I want.
And I'm so sick and tired of hearing this. Well,